G'day Crustacean Nation, SirPrawnAlot here with another video. Today we are setting up my Caridina shrimp tank. I will be using some of these supplies along with the ADA Amazonia to set it up. I do have two tanks here that will both have Caridina shrimp in them at some point, but for the moment we're just doing this one here. So a bit of a rundown on what I have for the tank. I've got a bit of Bacter AE, which I'll add in just to get the cycle going for the filter. I will leave this tank up for 2 months or so before I add in any shrimp, just so it's cycled in well. I have my filter that we decided on with a modified little output. I do have another filter brand new like this, but I think this one's better in my opinion, so I'm going to use it. I've got the salty shrimp, bee shrimp mineral GH+. So I will be using Rainwater, which means I'll have to remineralize it. So I'll be using that, which is all good. And a bunch of hardscape stuff here. Oh, and some dechlorinator if I ever do use my tap water, but I don't think I will. So I've got a bit of Cholla wood that just broke a little bit. Some Indian almond leaves, which are more like food than really hardscape, but I will have those in there. And this interesting looking lava rock, I may use Ceru stone instead, but I'm not sure at the moment. I think I will just leave it with the one rock for now, and maybe add some rocks in later, depending on how I feel about it. I don't want to get too overboard with the hardscape and the, I guess, aquascaping side of things, because this is going to be more of a breeding tank and just, yeah, try and keep it as basic and simple as I can. And as for the substrate, I will be using ADA Amazonia. It's just the standard one. This is the reason I have to leave it for 2 months as well. I need to let the soil cycle in and stop giving off all the ammonia and whatnot. So let's jump into the montage of setting this bad boy up. So this is how I'm doing my filling up. Just got those tubs up there, and they run down that tube into this pipe because the tube doesn't quite reach, and onto the bag. And as you can see, little to no murkiness or cloudiness, so I definitely recommend using the bag or maybe a plate or something just to disrupt the flow of the water as it comes down. I think this one's speeding up a little bit. They tend to do this, it's quite interesting. But yeah, definitely recommend the little water tubs up top. And once again, that is rainwater, so I will have to remineralize it with the salty bee shrimp salt. And it is as simple as turning off this one, connecting the hose to this, and turning this one on, like so, just to get the flow going again when you run out. This tank is looking almost full. I'll get the sponge filter and the heater in, and it should be good to go. So there it is with all the substrate and the hardscape in, including the filters and the heater, or just the filter. So it's the big double sponge filter. I did swap out the lid of it, as you can see there, to the original lid. I think it's better that way. It does make a bit more of a bubble sound, but that's alright. I will be getting a different air pump for the filter. Move the rock over, and as you can see, the bowl is just there in the middle. I think I'll just leave it very basic, so the rock there, cholla wood there, probably a big ball of Java moss here with the wood, and yeah, see how it goes. I'm going to have to start doing water changes on this tank to let it cycle in and make sure the ADA Amazonia soil is all good. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add in some Java moss and some Frogbit, I think. Maybe some Anubis. We'll see how we go. So there we have it. It's a bit murky from adding in all those powders and stuff. And obviously the soil murks it up a bit. But yeah, I'm keen to see how it goes and see how the algae grows on it. Like I said, it's going to be here for 2 months. I'll be doing water changes, but that gives it time to cycle in, get a bit of biofilm, get a bit of food for the shrimp that I'm getting, and yeah, make sure the ADA Amazonia isn't giving anything off. So I hope you liked this little setup. In the future I'll probably do a better video and do a proper step-by-step and sort of why you need these things, but as a novice I don't want to be giving out the incorrect information, so this is what I know and this is what I've done. And here it is a day after. It's cleared up a bit, it is still a bit foggy. That's just how it goes. I'm going to start doing some water changes and stuff. I think it looks really good. I'm really excited for shrimp. I just need to make sure that I wait the appropriate time and do my water changes. I'm going to be doing 50% water changes for the first week, probably every day, which is a fair bit, but that'll be good, and then I'll slow it down to maybe every second day and a few less, or a less amount. And I will be keeping an eye on the water parameters and make sure it's all good for the Caridina. I am planning on putting tangerine tigers in here, and I think it will do really well. Obviously the darker colours will really pop out the orange. So yeah, I'm really keen, and I hope you like this tank. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and yeah, I'll have some more updates on this in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.